Hello and welcome to the second game of this matchup, Liquid and virtus.pro group stages of the International 3. Each team faces each other twice. Liquid and virtus.pro have already faced each other once, where virtus.pro was able to kinda dominate Liquid quite heavily. We're gonna see if Liquid is managing to take it back this game, if they can force out a 1-for-1, or if they are gonna be seeing a 2-0 against them in their first matchup of the day. Of course, with me is Beatis. Beatis, welcome back.
Greetings.
Greetings and salutations. So Liquid go for a ban out on the IO. Expected ban next is Batrider, of course. virtus.pro this game banning out the Lifestealer, a hero that they were able to pick up in the first game.
I want to see if VP decides to ban the tree. Because I know Liquid has to have tree strats. Device Mike, he is tree incarnate. That is him. So, ban the tree. Do it, VP. Or don't do it and see a tree picked.
I would actually like to see a tree picked for one. We haven't seen a tree picked yet. We, as in us two, I guess.
Yep, it was banned a lot by Rattlesnake, but in the other series we didn't see it picked, so.
Unfortunately so.
Hey, Ike's Mike's tree is like 23-2 overall or something. It's pretty solid.
It's pretty solid actually, yeah. Very solid. virtus.pro, they are banning out the Lone Druid.
Wow.
Now we know that's one of TC's most successful heroes actually.
Yeah,
but he
TC's
hasn't played
it in the past,
yeah,
but not recently.
But not in a while, indeed. I was gonna say that. And interesting choice for virtus.pro. But, well, at least they have still got the tree for themselves. Naga Siren, of course, in the pool as well. Something that virtus.pro, we already said it, I mean, both Liquid and virtus.pro like to play Naga Siren. Maybe virtus.pro can play it a bit better this game than Liquid. virtus.pro normally plays that as a support. Liquid, of course, in the previous game, they ran it at as their semi carry. It is the Batrider that gets left in though, so Liquid will get either Batrider or Tree. And actually KSI will have his Nature's Prophet, so that means of the three heroes that I was gonna mention, at least one of them is still gonna be going the way of virtus.pro. And I was gonna mention Tree, Batrider, and Naga Siren. I'm not expecting a tree to go to virtus.pro though. They don't really play him.
I'm surprised with Fury on first pick over Batrider. Liquid doesn't have the best Batrider. They really don't. So they might not pick it up themselves even because they just don't win with that hero. They're not good at running it. That's not to say that they don't know how. Boba definitely knows how to jungle on Batrider. He knows how to get his blink up, but they're not successful as a team with that hero. Liquid does pick up the bat though. It's very strong. They want to give it away for free to VP after they've already first picked Furion. And they're going to pair with Visage. Very strong ganking duo right there. The birds can fly around and follow the bat, and you just flap on everything and it just all dies, basically.
They're pretty strong. I mean,
expert analysis right there.
Well, one thing that you said, I mean, you said like Boba can play good Batrider, agreed, but their team fight with it not that strong. We saw just previous game that their communication wasn't, you know, all that.
Well, their communication was just flat and non-existent, and they're a team that I think super relies on their communication. They don't just flow with each other too well. Like some teams, you know exactly what the other person's thinking at all times, but with these guys, like. Sure, they've played together for a while now, but I don't think that they're on that level of communication where they just know what everyone else is thinking. They definitely talk through a lot of things with each other all the time.
virtus.pro opts to go for an OD as their next pickup. Intellect heroes all the way, so we're probably gonna see either Nyx Assassin banned. First anti-mage, I guess. There we go. Well, to be fair, they just faced the Nyx Assassin solo mid and they were able to take it, but Nyx Assassin support together with the Visage still pretty strong, I think. But we'll
I want to see a Liquid pick up heroes that they're more comfortable with. You're against an OD, pick a hero that you're comfortable laning against. Pick Razor, pick Viper. These are your go-to heroes against OD. They've done it for a while. Those are just their two heroes against it. So just go with that instead of throwing a curveball at yourselves and giving yourself an unwinnable lane of Nyx versus OD. That screwed them so hard last game. To have this Nyx that just wasn't able to have any impact at all. Let's see.
Well, Enchantress banned out soon.
Liquid, Yeah, for Liquid it's hard to decide what to ban because VP's lineup is still really open-ended. VP did ban out the tree as well. Smart ban. Ike Mike tree. Liquid is really afraid of early aggression coming out from NS and Illinen, or NS and Arzart rather. NS and Arzart were my MVPs the last game. Those two crushed that game. Their roaming was effective. Their landing was strong. They just did everything right that game. And them roaming with a duo featuring Chen and Chen has been very successful online. Liquid is afraid of fighting that on LAN now and just keeps banning it out.
Okay, apparently your microphone in Dota TV is not set properly. Maybe the sensitivity also not because you're choppy, apparently. But
damn it.
Damn it. Yeah, Dota TV keeps being an issue to us.
It's being a real nuisance.
Yep. I like the ban for Liquid, banning out that Disruptor is one of the heroes that virtus.pro, especially NS, likes to play a lot in combination with the Naga Siren, but not always. And if you are able to combine that up with an OD, I mean their teamfight potential would just go through the roof with that one. So a pretty solid ban for Liquid. Let's see what Liquid then picks up, because as you said, I mean they still are open to a lot of different lineups. Can go either way. And they are gonna go for the solid bid up against the OD. They're gonna try to match the OD with the Razor. Razor should be at least not lose the lane. However, virtus.pro, of course, I mean they're gonna expect Razor to be mid, so perhaps we're gonna see virtus.pro run the OD on the safe lane solo and then trying out something else with the tri lane or something else in the solo mid.
But they already have Nature's Prophet, so if they wanted to do an aggressive tri lane, they'd have to put Prophet, and Prophet doesn't fare any better against Razor, so that point is moot.
I actually, virtus.pro, they ran a very, like, they ran a 2-1-2 lineup a while back, quite successfully. Just, you know, old school. But this one, actually, that doesn't really work either, because Nature's Prophet is still not going to be one of those two. Well,
yeah.
Oh well, we'll see how they run with things, because they picked up a Vengeful Spirit, again, for the second time this game.
I'm expecting a Naga pickup by one of the two teams in one of these next two picks. I think Naga will fit into either team's lineup right now, and they both love running it, so let's see which team pulls the trigger and goes to Naga.
Well, they're taking their time, going into reserve time. Liquid will be the one to decide. I mean, with the Batrider now being the determined offlane / jungle hero, they kind of gave a bit more away about their lineup, so they can just might as well just give more away if they want to. Pick up a support steal or one of their carries. I mean, there is a surprisingly little carries banned out so far. Only the anti-mage removed from the pool, so a lot of options still left, even if they save it to the 5th pick.
Anti-mage, Bear, and Nyx were all carries that got banned out.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really count the first two bans, but yeah. But we still have the Gyrocopter and the Alchemist in there. The two heroes that are often ran by the teams in the current metagame, if you want to call it that. You don't want to call it that, I know.
Fun. I'm just waiting for this Naga pickup, because I know it's coming for one of these two teams. I feel it. Where is it though?
Look at there, 20 seconds. They are using a lot of time. They're still going to Nyx Assassin.
Yes, they were debating between Naga and Nyx for their support, and they ended up going with Nyx because it's not just OD, it's OD and Furion. And OD and Furion both get crushed by Mana Burn. And then Skywrath again, this duo from VP.
I like it.
They're sticking with it.
But this time though, one big difference. Nyx Assassin indeed not mid. Assumed not mid.
Thankfully.
So he will be having a bigger impact on the game, I think, also. And again, 3 intellect heroes on virtus.pro. Of course, OD and Skywrath Mage are gonna be pretty hurt by that Mana Burn by Nyx Assassin.
If you look at Liquid, right? They're gonna safe lane tri lane for sure. Batrider is gonna be just straight up jungling. He's gonna see that VP is safe lane tri laning as well. It's gonna be like, nope, I'm just gonna jungle. And same thing for Furion. He's just gonna be like, nope, I'm gonna jungle as well. But the roaming side of things, it's way easier to gank for an OD, and there's better roam for VP as well. On top of that, plus Razor is an easier to kill hero than OD.
Yeah.
So I think that'll favor VP because they can put a lot of pressure on mid. Whereas Liquid is going to have a lot of trouble trying to kill an OD.
I really like the Vengeful Spirit Skywrath Mage combination. I will say it again. Vengeful Spirit indeed one of the highest valued roaming supports, if you will. I guess he was voted one, like, if you were able to name one support for roaming support, Vengeful Spirit was named first. It was a poll a while back though, but we'll see. But yeah, Razor, no escape mechanism for him. All he can do is suck your damage away and hope that he makes it to his tier 2 tower or something like that. Visage and Nyx Assassin can also roam, but they need a bit more levels, as you said. virtus.pro will be banning out the gyrocopter. We still have an alchemist in the pool. We also
it's not
still
really
have Void.
that they need more levels. It's just Nyx has to be the one initiating, and he needs boots to be able to do that. Even off of a smoke, because ODs get 315 base move speed. OD also has Astral for himself, if need be. So let's say Grave Chill is tossed onto OD, he Astrals himself, and all of a sudden that Grave Chill is gone. And wow, Alchemist picked up by Liquid. That's one of Cork's favorites. If you look at Liquid, they've got a bunch of... Or they've got Alchemist minus armor, which is going to help out Razor a lot. And Razor's ult also does some minus armor, so it's a nice little synergy there. Anyway, going back to the thing that I was saying, the initiation for virtus.pro is super easy. They have Astral, they have Concussive Shot from Skywrath, and all of that will set up the Venge Stun super duper easily. So they can just get into the Razor and kill him.
Yeah, and the Windrunner last pick up for virtus.pro. Meaning
Ow.
that they are kinda locking themselves out of late game.
Windrunner mid.
This is a carry OD. Actually, Mouseport did it lately with the OD played by Black, and that was the game that ran out for
100 million year game that the OD's team won with 4 in or something.
That one. 96 minutes. I casted that. It was fun.
Yeah, 400 million minutes. It was a sick game.
96 minutes.
Still being played right now.
Yes. Seems so. But we're gonna see how virtus.pro deals with that. I mean, crazy on the Windrunner mid. I mean, he still won't win up against the Razor. But the good thing about Windrunner is that she has got that extra movement speed that she gets from the Windrun, and therefore is able to run away from that Select Link a bit faster than anything else would. So Razor will be prone on trying to get as much movement speed as early as possible if he actually wants to win that mid lane, depending on how worried he is about the Windrunner.
Yeah. I'm super surprised that VP did this. They weren't confident putting OD against Razor and just roaming the Razor and killing him repeatedly.
Let's see who's playing what, by the way. Xi is playing the Nature's Prophet, one of his signature heroes right there. Illidan Airman Stormrage will this time play the OD, something that he doesn't normally play, but we'll see how he handles that one on the safe lane. Crazy will move mid with his Windrunner. He gets himself pulled some regen here by Arsart. Very nice. Arsart himself playing the Skywrath Mage this game as a support. Second time in a row. And then also second time in a row, NS Dead Stars. Stars, multiples, yes. Playing the Vengeful Spirit once again.
And then for Team Liquid, Mr. Quiet, aka TC, is going to be playing the Razor, which you're assuming is mid. Mr. Happy, aka IX Mike, is going to be playing the Nyx Assassin. I forget what Korik's nickname was in that video, so I'm just going to call him Mr. Swole. He's going to be playing the Alchemist. Fluff, I also forget his nickname. He's going to be the guy with the girlfriend playing the Visage. And Bulba, aka the most awkward, is going to be playing the Bat Rider in the jungle.
Shouldn't then be Mr. Awkward?
He's
This is
King
Mr.
Awkward.
Happy, Mr. Silent?
No, he's King of Awkward.
Okay.
I don't even remember what I said the first time anymore.
The battle begins.
Arzar is just running straight out to secure this rune. And Uncle's like, yeah, you can have that, we don't want to contest you. And since Bulba's saw him, he's just going straight to the woods. Not gonna waste any time with that.
No,
Which
I
is
don't
good.
blame him.
That'll help him get his level 2 real quick. So he can just start killing off stacks. And we have to check if Liquid support's gonna be stacking for him, or if they're gonna be running around chasing Furion's Trance, because KSI this Furion did send some Trance top, and he's sticking around up here, he's not going straight into the woods. He may look to be super annoying here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw this yesterday, I think. And Nature's Prophet can afford to be just more annoying, going from being more annoying rather than trying to find levels this early on, because once he has his Hand of Midas, he'll catch up anyway.
Yep, and he can shut down 2 heroes experience, and those are 2 heroes that are crucial. Like, you need your supports to have levels. They're going to be your main disable. Supports control the pace of the game as well. If you can shut those two down, just for your offlaner, that's so huge.
He already blocked 2 camps with just his treants.
Yep. And he's got so much mana regen that he can just keep doing. Look at where he's standing even. He's completely safe in this spot.
He's got tons of trees around him, exactly how Nature's Prophet likes it.
Yep.
And he's even gonna pull the creep wave so that that lane is gonna be reaching.
Even if the lane doesn't get pulled, he doesn't care. Because guess what? He's waiting to be able to summon more trees to block the camp again. Experience isn't his concern. Screwing over these supports is his concern.
I would say mission accomplished. It does make sure that maybe that liquid supports are getting forced mid earlier on though, but then you have a Windrunner with a Windrun, with an escape mechanism that is not easily ganked, especially not like you said without an Nyx Assassin with boots. So we'll see if they're actually going to try to rotate.
response, stacking the jungle. Fluff wanted to try and stack the hard camp, but there was a treant already in there blocking it. Same thing with their regular pull camp. And ooh.
Well, so far, I mean, bottom lane is got free from Illidan. We've got an Alchemist free from on the top lane as well, who now has a lane that is pushing out, so that means that at some point Xi will get some experience here on this middle lane or top lane. In the middle lane so far, Crazy is sitting on 6 for 3, with TC on 10 to 4. So TC getting a bit ahead here. Now the static link there as well. Windrun used to get away, and actually that makes Windrunner very low on mana. Only has 1 Windrun left in a moment.
But at the same time, the Windrunner isn't getting any damage loss.
And she has boots coming in as well, so that will make it easier. Of course, boots is something that TC already has.
Yep, and TC is winning mid, but he did get a couple static links off earlier. Helped him a lot. Helped him out a lot. VP supports, despite having the superior roam in my opinion, they are not carrying a smoke on them right now. So we'll have to wait and see if they go for anything. I'm a little surprised that Illidan Storm Rage playing this OD didn't go for Midas, because Midas is kind of common when you have a hard carry OD, just so he can really snowball and it gives him some extra attacks that he definitely likes on OD.
Yeah, Crazy in the meantime getting forced away again. Static Link being really annoying to Crazy here. I mean, he wasn't really expecting to win that lane, and by the way, IX Mike just got blocked in. KSI saw IX Mike already, and I mean, he might actually get a kill here. I think this is first blood.
Yeah, IX Mike is actually dead.
He gets an impale. That's nice. But I mean, it's amazing. KSI, see that he walked past her. He saw IX Mike sitting there. He walked back, realizing, oh my god, I'm gonna get ganked. Wait a second, Crazy might get ganked here as well. Gets slowed down still, but no static link or anything. TC not there in time, so he makes treants. KSI does. Walks one right there, blocks IX Mike. That was a brilliant play from Xi.
Yep, and IX Mike didn't have any tangles, so he was like, oh no, I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, that's the brilliance of that spot. You can eat 1 tango and you're through. That's the whole idea for it.
But if you don't have tangles, then you get trapped in by a tree. Things aren't looking too good for you.
Nope. That was,
That's an embarrassing mistake from Mike, but a good play from KSI to capitalize on it.
Yep. It was
I'm sure your chat is going crazy because I just said capitalize.
Oh.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, that was probably one of the more anticlimactic first bloods ever. It's just like, oh, look, he's blocked in. Okay, he's dead. No hope for him. Crazy's actually getting some more last hits here. He is still 10 behind on the Razor, but he's actually getting something done here. He's also behind on levels, so half a level. Or a bit more than a half a level actually, but slowly but steadily, he's doing okay. Tier 1 tower top lane is not going to be okay though, because that one is going to get dropped, and Xi is nowhere near to try and pull the creep wave behind the tower or something like that.
Yeah, if we look at Bulb in the jungle, he's about to level 6 right now, and he's working towards his blink. He's probably going to have it around 8 or 9 minutes. He got a little help from supports, but not a whole lot. So there's no like 6 to 7 minute blink coming out. But yeah, 8 or 9 minutes he'll have his blink. He's doing a pretty good job here. He opted to go for just boots and walking back and forth between the fountain to get his blink as fast as possible. You know, Liquid on this top lane, pushing it in. They initiate an Arzart.
Yeah, there comes a stun. They're not gonna follow it up though. They will take the tower and will back off afterwards. In comes a slow still for Ix Mike, but nobody else there to support Arzart. Means no kill. Arzart actually level 4. So
Korg has a Furs, so he's gonna be going straight into a battle fear this game.
okay, we actually have a haste rune for TC. He is gonna kill off Arzart. There is no way that that's not gonna be a kill. Or is it? Nah. There we go. Razor with the kill. Korg ending up selling himself because he could. Doesn't even get an assist for that kill. Did get a range for the experience, I believe, so that's already nice.
Yeah, getting experience and gold range is always something good.
I mean, Team OD happily farming. I mean, he has got himself Mystic Staff, Tranquil Boots. He's doing okay-ish. He is highest for his team in terms of net worth. Of course, Alchemist higher than that because he is backing Grieful's
He's
Greed.
an Alchemist, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to be a difference. And actually, we're going to have Crazy ganked up. Oh, Soul Assumption comes in. Is it going to be enough? Doesn't look like it. In comes C. Has got that Sprout off to block people if need be. Of course, the Impale from IX Mike. Stopped, and IX
dead.
Mike might indeed be dead. Gets silenced up. Arzart, one more hit needed. Ah, can he get it? Yes, he can. Oh, Spike Carapace! IX Mike lives, and TC wants to go for Arzart. Is able to get that with one hit because he stole 112 attack damage, which is quite nice. And IX Mike or IX Yikers, IX Yikes, as the chat says, is live. I think Grant has some fun with that one.
IX Aiken is Granger, I would say. Yeah, he hit level 3 during that engagement, which he hit level 3 at 8 minutes because that's how good of a job Furion did top. Was able to scope spikes really quick, and he gave Arzart the spikes. Good play from him. This game's looking a lot better for Liquid than last game. Mainly because they didn't pick weird things in their lanes. They picked stuff that they're comfortable playing this time, which I definitely like to see.
Yeah. I mean, so far, I mean, it still looks like virtus.pro wants to hold on to the laning stage a little while longer. They have rotated their OD though. He's now on the top lane to farm there. Courier, actually, the Radiant Courier in that game got picked up as well, the Smeevil. Didn't carry anything with it though, it was empty when it died. So that's at least something that virtus.pro can be relatively happy about, considering that Courier did die in the after all. We've got Face Boots up on the Razor, so he's now mighty fast. He actually skipped Eye of the Storm so far. What do you think about that one?
His first 4 levels were 2 points in Link, 2 points in Unstable Current. His next 4 were in Plasma Field. I personally hate Razor. I think he's a terrible hero, but TC's a huge fan of him, as is a couple of other North American players, so I'll just say that he's got the right build because it's a hero that I just absolutely despise playing.
Okay.
You know, Bulba, by the way, has a blink up already.
Yeah, he already showed it to virtus.pro though. He blinked into a creep, and I think virtus.pro was aware of that, so they're gonna play a little bit more safe. We're gonna see if they are attempting to defend their tier 1 tower, because yeah, in comes a TP. And actually Liquid already playing it safe and backing off.
When OD has a Force Staff, and they see OD and they're just assuming that there's a big amount of heroes behind OD, because that's a hero that wouldn't be in a position to just get picked off. One thing I haven't mentioned is how good this Venge pick is against the Batrider. Once Venge gets his rank 2 ultimate, it's going to be pretty easy for him to swap out anyone that Bulba initiates on Batrider. The one thing that'll make it hard is Bulba getting a really quick Force Staff up, but we have to wait and see if that'll actually happen, because he's going to have to devote a lot of time to farming if he wants to get a quick enough Force Staff to be able to own this Venge.
Well, he might be able to get it in time. I mean, he is back to farming right now. Who needs ganks, right?
Yeah, a good Venge will be able to predict which target Bat's going to go on based on his own teammates' positioning, and be able to get that swap off almost instantaneously.
Oh, Blink Lasso, that's crazy. Slowed as well, just in case he attempts running still, but I think he's pretty much dead right there. Visage with the last hit, Soul Assumption. Regen Rune picked up by the Razor. And
it was a little bit greedy from Crazy to go for that rune, and he paid the price for sure.
Yeah,
you know what, bottom lane, VP's like, hey, you're gonna gank her, dude, we're gonna push your tower.
Yeah, they might lose a tier 1
like,
for it though.
Yeah, looks like you're gonna push our tower, we're gonna push your tower. Take that.
There's still a fortification up for virtus.pro. They could decide to defend this. Their tier 1 tower is actually pretty important. If they could trade it for a tier 2, that would be actually
tier 1
okay.
mid is super good to defend. But same thing with defending your bottom towers. Because this is like, bottom lane is access to Ancients, access to Secret Shop. But mid lane is access to Roshan.
Oh, Ike's Mike might die. One more hit needed. That's an impale that missed.
That was a panic impale.
Yep.
He knew that he had a very minimal amount of time. He just spun around and tried to cast it ASAP. And he panicked and missed.
Well, more IX yikes going on right there. I think that makes the chat happy. So yeah, KSI, he's got his hand in minus, he's got his face boots, he's really starting to shine.
I have to make Chaka crazy. Crazy
yeah?
was able to capitalize on IX's mistakes.
True.
Sorry. Alright, continue.
Okay. Well, you had to say that. I can't blame you for it. It's understandable. I mean, at the same time, virtus.pro also took down a tier 2 bottom, so, and they defended our tier 1, and they got a kill, and they got 2 towers out of it.
Yeah, that was really, really big for VP. And getting them back in control of this game.
Korok's still doing good though. He's got his Battle Fury going for the late game. Something that we know virtus.pro probably doesn't want to, considering OD late game is not as strong as an Alchemist. I mean, at some point you're gonna assume Liquid is gonna build BKBs, and once that happens, OD is kind of countered, and then you have to wait until those BKBs are down to 4 seconds before you start being a real strong OD again.
And VP is super prepared for this whole event. They're checking ancient stacks from Liquid, which Liquid hasn't been doing at all with Treants, and they're being really, really smart about this. They know Korok's item build, they know what Liquid should be doing.
Korok dead, by the way. Nice initiated, nice executed gank.
Dying as Alchemist is the absolute worst, because that hero, especially Battlefield, farms super insanely fast.
Yeah, nice swap into stun, into silence, and everything was there on par. There was no way out for Korok. For Alchemist.
VP knows what Liquid should be doing, and that's going for Roshan, going for ancient stacks, for Korok. And they're not going to let it happen. I really like that.
Yeah, massive TPs incoming for Liquid though. They have 5 people here top, actually 4, because of course one is still dead. Let's see if they can make something happen. There goes a slow. Trying to help out, Blink last 2, nice ass from Imprisonment, keeping Ancient Deprivation, or Arstart safe for a little while longer. That's already Ike's Mike dead. TC will be next if he's not careful, having to run away from this one. Arstart will still die, stun up on Fluff and stuff, and will get killed off. Has a large soul assumption to throw out up on Venge though, but Venge doesn't die. Korok will stun himself, and Liquid backs out, having 2 heroes dead on their side, only catching out the 1 support Skywrath Mage that they initiated on to begin with. But that's the strength of an OD. I mean, that Astral Imprisonment just keeps the target safe.
Same thing as Batrider as it is against Beastmaster for OD.
Yeah. And
just keep your teammate alive.
Yeah, Shadow Demon kind of tactics. No disruption, but same idea. So that was an initiation by Liquid that they're probably not going to be very happy about. They used a lot of effort for that, of course. Korok in the meantime back to farming in the middle lane, 1200 gold in his inventory. At some point I'm expecting Liquid to try and see if they can take down a bit more towers, because they've only got 1 tower down so far, and they need some extra core gold up on their supports. Up on their, up on their Visage and IX Mike, seeing if they can get some of their more core items up, because they don't really have someone that builds the mechanism for them, and they need it. They need that to, at least when Illidan drops his Sanity's Eclipse, they need to have a way to heal it back up again, or at least most of it. Or a bit of it.
That would definitely be helpful, and they definitely need to get that on Fluff, and that'll only come 2 towers. Like you said, one thing I don't like that...
Ooh, swap! They get Korok, but last 2 already up on an S, and an S taking a ton of damage! Can they actually get the kill? Yes, they can! In the meantime, OD still takes down the tier 1 tower top. That's at least something that virtus.pro gets off it. As Crazy's power shot actually still caught Korok. He will die for it. But nice pickup. That's a good kill. And actually, that's a worthy trade, I think. With also the tower in mind.
Oh, yeah. But they lost Korok again, and he can't farm.
Well, they are... I mean a worthy trade for virtus.pro. Did I say Liquid? I meant virtus.pro. By the way, that's... Oh yeah, Arstart will not go down just yet today. Illidan might though, gets 4 staff, but Soul Assumption will still find him. One thing that I haven't mentioned, and actually we haven't mentioned yet, is that the OD is so incredibly strong up against familiars. 2 hits and they're dead.
Yes, this is true. One One thing I want to go over real quick is something I don't like that Liquid isn't doing. If you look at these two camps that I'm circling right now, you can stack both of these at the same time, and Alchemist can just walk over, kill these two off, and just get really, really huge really fast just by farming those two camps and the rest of his jungle. But instead, Liquid's devoted a lot of their jungle to Batrider, who doesn't even have his Force Staff yet, and I don't like that decision because they need Korok to get another item up now, or he's going to keep being susceptible to dying. He needs that BKB more important than Force Staff for probably right now.
Okay.
Anyway,
we're back to 0, by the way. 7 to 7 kill score, 0 gold graph difference. Experience
VP
slightly in
support
favor of
ganking
Liquid.
Korok yet again. Korok smells it this time though.
Yeah, regardless, maybe they can't get a kill right now upon Korok, but at least they're slowing his farm down a bit. That helps already.
They most definitely are.
And actually, these two supports by themselves, with the Mystic Flare, they can kill off Korok, I think. Right?
Ooh, Illidan's getting ganked on bottom. TCN might go in, but they don't have enough.
Force Staff into
Yeah,
safety.
the two supports can definitely just blow up Korok. They do so much damage. I think that's probably the main strength of VP's duo. Is these guys can go together and get a kill, plus they also have the Furion to be the support from long range, aka global, which he's going in right now.
Yep. In comes KSI's. There's a silence. Korok still has his chemical rage off, but it doesn't really matter one bit. Arstar with the kill. They lose a tier 1 tower for that on the bottom lane, but once again, it's a favorable trade for virtus.pro, I think.
Yeah, and if Liquid had stacked anything and given it to Korok, he'd have a BKB right now, and he wouldn't be dying. He'd just BKB TP away from everything.
Yeah, he has got his Ogre Clump, that's something. Just needs 1k or 900 gold even.
Yep, but this is not good. Liquid not helping out their hard carry much.
Well, they're gonna try it right now, because they have smoked up Boba and IX Mike. Ultimate ganking combination with the Blink Force Staff and of course Vendetta there as well, should it be needed. But we see the minimap, and right now they're not walking into anybody of virtus.pro. So they're gonna have a tough time ganking.
The one thing that I like the Liquid's doing is they're playing really aggressive this game. They have an aggressive lineup with Batrider and Nyx, and they're trying to be aggressive with them. They just need to get better timing from the ganks to have them be more successful.
Wow. IX Mike showed himself, 2 cent forwards instantly gets placed, and really, does he expect that would work? That would not work. Blink Lasso still up on the nest, he tries to stay alive though, runs for it, but will still go down. Nice trade nonetheless. At least a trade nonetheless. That was kinda awkward, like, IX Mike knew that he was scouted out there. Still went back in.
Are you trying to question IX Mike's manhood? Because he is not a bitch.
No, he was definitely very manly. Because he just walked right in that, but...
Yeah, questionable play from Mike there.
Yes.
But they did get the trade. It was a level 9 support for a level 8 support, so technically, better trade for Liquid.
It's true.
Saying.
It's true.
Not by much, but still, it is a little bit better. BKB finally finished on Korok. Okay, that's good. I think Liquid should go fight now. And they look like they want to smoke.
Yep, there they go.
TC isn't going to be smoking with them. Liquid's doing a lot of 4-man smokes. And TC has his BKB as well.
Yep.
Wow.
Kind of a shame if he's not going to be there, though.
This might be a smoke into Roche. Because VP, I think, realizes that they're smoking. They're all backing out, so Liquid's going to look for someone real quick and then just walk straight into Roche.
Yeah, and they've got also the medallion up on Fluff and stuff, so that's going to be a very fast
look at
work
this
for them.
Treant that just went straight into Roche to check to see if they're smoking into Roshan. VP is playing so smart right now.
Treants all around. TC might be giving it a little bit away. I mean, why would he be this far out when he doesn't have a team to support him?
Yep, but I think VP already knew there was a smoke anyway.
Yeah. They saw the birds.
That much was obvious when they backed off.
Crazy might be looking for a shackle. But Liquid already backing up.
BKB also finished on Illidan Storm range.
Well, they could definitely wanting to fight here.
Oh, and
for a swap?
Swap. Nope.
No, not yet.
It looked like he really wanted to.
Yeah.
But he had his finger on the trigger and he was just like, I know this is a bad idea, and then he just didn't throw the game away.
You think they wouldn't have won the fight if he swapped?
Dire's courier has
I don't
been
know.
killed.
Nice courier snipe, by the way, KSI. Kills off El Gato and Alberto. It's kind of a shame.
With his lineup, I think he needs to save Swap in case the Batrider goes onto OD. OD needs a little bit of help still to make sure that he doesn't die, so I like to have Benj keep him up.
No. IX Mike showing some aggression here. There's no sentries down, and S has one in his inventory though. Should he be wanting to test the waters and just place one, finding himself an assassin, but nope.
IX Mike had to be so careful there, because that's such a common ward spot that NS could have just dropped a sentry expecting Liquid to have a ward there and found a free IX Mike.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible and feasible, but it didn't happen. So IX Mike lucked out that time. Twice as many plays did not pay off, but that time he didn't pay for it, at least, I suppose.
Meantime, virtus.pro is trading a tier 2 for a Roshan. They get the tier 2, Liquid get the Roshan.
Yep, another even trade. At least it's an even trade. That trade earlier where VP just got 2 free towers for nothing.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It was insane. They're not going to continue on with their aggression. They're just backing off, playing it safe. For now. What are you expecting Alchemist to go for next? Is it Assault Cuirass the one that he wants to go for?
Knowing it's Korok, I wouldn't be surprised if he's, for whatever reason, went for Shadowblade.
Okay, still.
Because Korok is just, in general, a super aggressive player.
By
Even
the
the
way,
fact that he bought a BKB is surprising, let's be honest here.
the
Fake back
fake backs up, yeah. But nobody coming to defend it. Or really coming outside of the base. I mean, Liquid is expecting someone to come bottom. Look at IX Mike and Bubba sitting there. Hoping that TC is gonna get ganked, but nope. There's nobody of virtus.pro on their side of the map. And there's nobody of Liquid on their side of the map. It's awesome.
Interesting plays coming off here. Let's see if VP falls for this. I don't think they have any vision of where Liquid is at all. Or the paths that Liquid took to get down here.
No, they're sitting together because they know that they might be finding themselves in a fight anytime. And actually Visage now has a gem. So Fluff and Stuff is able to remove all wards that virtus.pro still have standing. Which are not that many, by the way. So map control should be going the way of Liquid, but... Well, actually, Fluff and Stuff only died once. To be fair, I mean, we only had like 17 kills this game, which is not really a very high kill score.
Yeah, these games are definitely pretty slow paced.
A lot of pressure on the players. Wanted to play actual safe. Boba now might be looking for a blink lasso, but again, nobody there. Unless he can really find Crazy there, which he actually... Nope.
No, he's not even close.
Nope.
Nighttime vision.
And that's gonna be a
got
tier
nerfed
3, perhaps. There's no fortification, so TPs need to come in. And they are gonna come in. They're not able to take the tier 2 on the bottom lane. Crazy looks for a shackle, perhaps, because in comes the TP. Fluff and Stuff. Able to stun up Crazy for a little while. Can they get him? Fluff and Stuff does not have a TP, and he has that gem. If they catch him, that would be huge. Getting the gem off Liquid. Nope. We see a big drawing on the map from NS. That the entire enemy team of Liquid coming towards the top lane. And they're actually last to catch KSI. Slowing him down, impaling him, and killing him off. There we go. Bubble with the kill. Crazy running himself out.
Excellent work, Boba. He finally caught somebody. He's so happy right now. He found an enemy to put in his lasso.
It sounds like, you know, Hidden Flame. He finally caught somebody. Congrats.
Hidden Flame. He's playing Batrider.
Oh, I didn't even intend to pun that one.
You so funny.
Oh, thank you. Double damage room for Crazy. Tries to pick up a bird, can't get it.
Yeah, Liquid's tried to be aggressive, but it just hasn't worked out. That time he finally got someone though. Korok is working towards the AC. Probably gonna be a basher follow-up after he finishes this, but he's still like 1600 away at least.
Yeah. I mean,
and as I say that hero gets like 80 gold per last hit because it's Alchemist. Why not? TC's working towards an Aghanims, which he's only 400 gold away from right now. Aghanims being worked on by Fluff's Visage as well. And IX Mike is IX Mike. He does not get items. Liquid does not allow him to ever get items.
poor guy.
Other than wards.
He
meanwhile,
actually only died. Well, actually, it's 9 for 9 in the kill score. Of the 9 kills that virtus.pro has, 4 of them are on AX Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just gets in there. He's like, "Hi guys, I'm worthless. Just kill me, and waste all your spells on me too." And then they do it. They oblige. Arzart looks like he's working towards possibly a halberd on that Skywrath mage. NS is working towards something that features an Ogrex as well. Illidan is probably getting a Hex on this OD, and Furin is definitely working towards a Hex. He's about 1900 away. And Woodrunner has mech working towards Hex as well, and he's about 2,300 away.
Massive controlling going from virtus.pro. And that probably means that virtus.pro, I mean, they're not going to attempt to fight right now, and because they want to finish up their Scythe of Vices, and they of course don't want to fight up against Korok with an Aegis. So I'm kind of expecting Liquid to maybe try to go for something more aggressive. I mean, they have that Aegis. Actually,
they have it for 1 minute.
Yeah,
so
that's not going to happen anymore. That's a shame.
And VP might be looking to gank Quark right as that Aegis expires. That's something which, if you're able to pull it off, is just hilarious. Because if the players are paying super close attention to their Aegis timer, they could just be able to save themselves but not actually do it because they think they're safe.
And they're backing off for now, though. Of course, that's going to be the waiting game again for the next Roshan. Happy times. Happy times indeed. Yeah, virtus.pro playing it very safe now as well. Or at least, they're sticking together a lot, basically. They're not really showing themselves too much on the map. Of course, KSI is still showing mid, but...
This isn't Russian Dota at all.
No.
This is calculated Dota, which isn't something that Russians are known for. They're known for being super duper hyper aggressive. And VP hasn't been doing that at all. They've been aggressive at times. Both those times are very calculated. And look at NS even right there. He saw the acid cloud, he knew exactly where Korok was. He knew that Korok was going to be killing that camp quick, so he just drops a ward there, backs off. So next time Korok goes that way, he's going to be able to catch him.
There's going to be a swap and a stun. Patience is the name of the game here.
Yes, this is definitely accurate. One combo that I haven't talked about at all, that is really sick for VP if you think about it. They've got the swap into instant hex combo. Once they get one of those hexes up, one of the 17 that they're working on, all one of their hexiers has to do is click hex on a hero that NS says he's gonna swap. NS swaps that hero, instantly the hex goes off right when they get in range via the swap. So it's like a really, really sick, good initiation combination that they could pull off to catch someone like Quark off guard. Because he's going to be out of position as a melee hero with BKB thinking he's safe.
Yeah, and Liquid is actually trying to, or they smoked up just a moment ago. They were trying to find someone, but IX Mike with his Vendetta too slow to finally, or to find someone on virtus.pro. virtus.pro realizing something was amiss, seeing everybody missing from the map, and they went for more safer pastures. Going back to their own jungle, we have 3,300 gold up on the Nature's Prophet, so very close to his side of the vice. Crazy, same story, though he has 2,900 gold.
Quark's about 500 away from Basher right now as well.
And they're actually charging down
Not
top
as
lane.
big as Hex, but pretty good item for Alchemist. And the hero attacks 20 times a second. Quark isn't quite there, but almost.
Let's see how far they can get with this tier 2. And of course with the
Hang's
Agnes
Razor
there.
crushes buildings.
Yes, crushes buildings
Can't
like no
forget
tomorrow.
that. That tower, I think it's just melting. It's getting zapped by lightning. Towers do not like being zapped by lightning.
It can work out, I mean...
KSI just picked up his Hex.
Well, that's one. One down, one to go.
One down,
One down, two to go, rather. Yeah. In the meantime, Liquid with that tower getting a little bit ahead in the gold graph, but, I mean... Oh, swap, wait a second, Korok might be a lot of danger, and he is indeed dead! Eclipse still got dropped, but that was a BK beat. The Razor that he drops it on, Illidan getting lassoed while in his BKB, staffs himself out in safety, but not safe enough. TC dominating, gets himself another kill. Nature's Prophet already died by the Nyx Assassin, and the rest of virtus.pro running away. They still got Korok, but losing and their OD and their Nature's Prophet might not be necessarily worth it. Especially not if they lose a tier 2 on top of that as well, which they will because I have the Storm.
Strong ability. Liquid's got a really strong dual carry this game, and they just killed both of the 2 carries for VP off, which is huge. That delays the Hex from Illidan, and Furion not being on the map with his Hex allows them to split push their lanes out. And Liquid isn't necessarily the best heroes for split pushing, so that free time to do it, super helpful for them. Korok dying sucks, but they got enough in return for that. Getting a tower plus killing both carries off from VP.
Yeah, and at this point, I mean, they did exactly what you said they would. Swapping into the Hex. It was a brilliant execution. It's just they should have backed off instantly afterwards. I think they might have been able to do that, but they walked high ground and meantime Lasso up on Crazy on the top lane, tries to fly himself away, run himself away. Gets stunned up by the familiars, flame break there as well, but this time Liquid is not going to chase that because in comes the cavalry. They will take down the familiars, both of them actually.
Yep, and Liquid didn't have TC there, so they don't want to commit to a fight.
And now they do though.
Now though, Ike's Mike.
Ike's Mike,
Charging
and
on
S.
in.
That's gonna be one net Vengeful Spirit. Now the rest on the way out. BKB turned on by Illidan. Defensive BKB right there. Arsar tries to run the other way to maybe deflect some of the aggression. And it looks to be successful, but team is gonna die for it. There's no doubt about that. TC with a double kill. Worthy sacrifice. KSI in the meantime trying to split push, but
right now Liquid's bad slow push is getting to them. They need Korok to be able to push these lanes out really bad. Oh, Crazy.
I'm not sure why it was still there. He hexed up. Ike's Mike. Wind runs himself away. We'll be safe. But that was a close one. And that's Korok still stunning himself.
He most definitely is stunning himself. I can confirm. Liquid's just trying to get these lanes out right now. GC pushed on mid. Now he's gonna probably head towards bottom and try to push that out. Korok's gonna stay on top and push this out. They need to get these lanes out because this Furion is just having a field day. Popping back and forth wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, and actually Roshan back up again. He could actually solo that if he wanted to. If he feels like he can. For now he's still back to farming though. We have a BKB picked up by Bilba now as well. So that is a BKB galore for everybody. We have got 3 BKBs on Liquid. Of course, that's what you need to do if you have an OD in the pool. 1 BKB up on OD himself. So 4 BKBs in this game. And already 2 Scythe of Vices up. That will not matter if there's BKBs up.
But as the BKBs get to be lower duration, they get a lot weaker. Whereas Scythe is always strong.
Yeah. One of the downsides though, like virtus.pro, they are kind of now forced to try and win fights or try and force out BKBs from their enemies to actually get to that point where their OD is going to be able to be maximum usability again, as well as their Scythe of Vices actually make a big difference. But the fights that they've been having so far, they've actually been giving away quite a lot, I feel. Like only having 1 outer tower left standing, so now towers are back to even. And one good fight on a good position for Liquid could mean racks.
Yep. I wonder what TC's going for in Razor. I've seen Hex Razors. I've also seen Manta on Razors. So he could be going for either or here. And if it was Hex, I think he would have just bought it. Might be him trying to save it for buyback plus his item though.
I was actually hoping for Refresher or Razor. I've seen that before. Actually, quite often.
That's definitely strong, but I don't think he feels like he's tank enough to do that in this game.
Spam out your Eye of the Storm.
Some extra survivability.
Liquid taking a free Roshan. 4k gold already up on TC again. In the meantime, Korok sitting
and
at
it is
pressure.
Alright.
And the Hex ready there as well, indeed. And with only 1 BKB up on virtus.pro, I mean, there's a lot of Hex targets on the side of virtus.pro.
There is a gem on NS though, so Ike's Mike is going to be a sad panda when he sees that. However, Ike's Mike, in the richest he's ever been for any game while playing for Liquid, has his Blink Dagger.
Awesome.
That's a little bit of an exaggeration. It's just surprising to see him actually get an item. I'm glad he's got a Blink this game, because he's going to be an important hero if Liquid is to win this game.
Yeah, tier 3 tower on the top lane, still ready for the split pushing from the Nature's
Ooh, and
Prophet.
it's actually Shiva's on the OD instead of Hex.
He did. Oh, it's instead of the Hex. I thought it was next to the Hex. Well,
No. Sheevas is still really good, but no Hex is just surprising. That is like core OD since forever.
maybe he wants both?
Yeah, he could definitely work with both.
Let's hope so. For his sake. I'm thinking KSI should... oh, he already picked up a Chrysalis. Because, I mean, his split pushing is going to be more and more important. As you said, I mean, Liquid already got a strong duo carry lineup. With and Razor, that's pretty fat, as well as Alchemist, that's pretty fat. They're actually both of the highest two on the net worth. And KSI is going to be playing a big role in trying to split push to make sure that they never get in a 5-on-5 even team fight. And he needs to get some more damage items from that as well. So good start with having Chrysalis. Hoping for Desolator next. We'll see if he goes for that at some point.
Desolator is an option. He could go Deso AC plus Daedalus, and that would be so insane for just raw damage onto buildings. Obviously, Daedalus is not the best for hitting a building, but that also allows you to hit some heroes occasionally if you feel like it. But only if you feel like it, of course.
Only if you feel like it. Otherwise, not so much. Wow, Liquid, I mean, they've got the Aegis again, right? Still not willing to put it to use. Still just wanting to farm, hoping that virtus.pro feels that the time pressure is there. Maybe they're gonna try and go for that, but... Actually...
KSI was so close to Bulba and TC, and managed to just hide. Then he busted out too late to be able to catch anybody with his Hex. He definitely did a good job of hiding to make sure that he didn't get initiated on and killed instantly, though.
Yeah, why do you think that, like, games with carry ODs last for a longer time?
I don't know. This game has gotten kind of a little bit stale lately.
Yeah, it has. I
I'm
mean,
waiting to see some crazy action pop off. Because there's definitely the potential, it's there.
yeah,
All these hexes are there.
but then again,
Of course,
oh, crazy run for your life! Can he actually get away? He's gonna try to TP out, but there will be a blind impale. Or actually, look at that path! Long live the Bear Rider. TP out, the impale on cooldown. That's gonna be crazy. Hex. Never mind. TC from the sidelines. That's gonna still be one Windrunner coming up. In the meantime, split push is going on. Windrunner lasting for a surprisingly long time with that Windrun. Soul Assumption will still come in. Shackle does not ledge. Will still get picked up by TC. But look at virtus.pro. Able to lay down some harassment on the top lane, bottom lane. And only now backing off. Not a really worthy trade, to be fair. I mean, they didn't get the tower after all. But at least it's something.
Bulba no detection, runs over, breaks KSI's TP. KSI cancels expecting the gem, tries to juke. Fluff with the gem comes but doesn't check the spot the Bulba was in. And they could have gotten a free KSI there.
Okay, Zai being lucky there, having his lucky day.
Yeah, he's being lucky and elusive at the same time.
Yep. He's got 3,500 gold, looking pretty solid. And comes with the split push again on the top lane next. Awesome. Where is Elgato going? Bringing himself a TP score, or bringing someone a TP score. TC, who's got 2,600 gold. I mean, at this point, it is 10 to 14. Liquid actually getting a bit ahead. We see that in the gold graph. We see that in the experience graph. Both values not enough to really make that big of a difference, though. It all comes down to decision making and initiation, and who is gonna get caught out of position first. And for now, actually, Liquid is trying to force something out.
Liquid's fucking tired of this split push.
I don't blame them. Going for the Shackle. Tower still drops. Crazy still getting stunned up. In comes a Blink Blast too. That's gonna be the Vengeful Spirit. Taking a ton of damage here and will get brought down. Mechanism doesn't save him. Illidan gets himself a kill on IX Mike. That's still something, but he's got forced back again. That's gonna be Rax down. That's gonna be Liquid winning a fight. Trading supports, not that big of a deal for Liquid. And the Eye of the Storm hurting that building. Crazy like.
Getting rid of Vanessa is huge for Liquid.
They're gonna be able to blow the Aegis, that's something. But BKB's now down. And BKB's not down for Korok. He is trying to go for it. Goes for KSI first. Who is getting picked off there. Monster kill. Shackle nice up on TC. But Korok just starts bashing. Gets Hex right now, so that will help out. Allows virtus.pro to escape. Oh, Mystic Flare, Korok locked inside. Will there be another Shackle? It is back up again. It doesn't latch though, but Illidan still with the triple kill makes it happen for his team. Now Fluff goes down as well, and the Familiars just to make it even more painful. In the meantime, on the top lane, the tier 3 was able to get brought down. Nature's Prophet courtesy of split push. They do lose one set of racks completely though, but at least they're able to force Liquid out of their base in the end.
That was the classic Western overextension right there. So in Western, like all Western teams do that. They just try to get too much and they end up paying for it. Whereas the Eastern teams will just send in their images, their summons as well. They'll get the building, then they'll back. The Western teams go for too much and end up paying the price. And forcing that buyback on Korok gives a huge opening to VP, because if they kill Korok now, they know he doesn't have buyback for a very long time. 5 minutes and 10 seconds in Dota time is super long. That's like 3 lifetimes. So they have this opportunity where they can win the game if they kill Korok. And it's as simple as that. Find and kill him. And that's another courier snipe.
Yep, IX Mike. He was stalking Xi. I don't think he could have killed him even if he tried, but waited until Xi had the courier, bringing him his Daedalus, which he does have complete. And got himself a courier snipe, blinked himself away into safety.
Excellent work.
Yep.
Courier snipes are so useful at all stages in the game.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, it gives yourself some extra gold. I mean, it's like a mini tower, and since the outer towers are kind of scarce right now, just one tier 2 left standing on the bottom lane, having that courier is quite effective. Illusions are getting killed off here by Liquid on the top. And we have a Blink Dagger for the Alchemist, by the way. By the way, after Korok bought back, he still picked up an Abyssal Blade.
Yeah, that's Alchemist gets money really quick. 43 minutes into the game, he's got 6 item slots filled. Granted, one's a Blink Dagger, which is really odd, but that's Korok for you right there. That's him in an item. He is aggressive. Look at item progression. Gem is back up on an NS after he died and lost it. He didn't actually lose, he just picked it up again. Hex now finished on Illidan. Like you said, the Daedalus was completed on KSI. Crazy is working towards most likely an MKB. It's 1400 away. And Force Stab was actually finished on Arzart, Skywrath Mage. He still has that Ogre Club, don't know what that's for. Same with NS. NS also isn't a casual Ogre Club. They're both just sitting on that for HP, I suppose. You know, TC is working towards what is most likely a heart. It could be a Satanic, I guess, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna buy a heart. Quark just picked up blank while also having Abyssal and bots. Fluff finished his Aghanim's a little while ago. Bull finished his BKB a while ago, and Ike's Mike already said his blink, and that's all he'll ever get, if anything else.
There. Well, he still has 1300 gold. He's not doing that bad.
Yeah, that's 1300 gold for a bunch of wards.
For a buyback?
Bunch of wards. Team doesn't let him have buybacks.
We'll see.
They charge him like 72 hugs, and he can't give that many out for a buyback. That's a lot of hugs.
There's a lot of hugs. We have got Roshan almost up again though, less than a minute, so that will mean that, well, either Liquid is gonna take it for free again, or maybe virtus.pro finally wants to take it, because this time it also has a cheese.
KSI knows that Roshan's almost up, so he's like, hey, I'm gonna go to the farthest lane away from that pit, and I'm going to split push and be annoying. Because I'm a Furion, and that's what my hero does.
And while the rest of his team is already checking, they have smoked up, just in case they attempt for Roshan, the smoke will break, but now they see them. Hex up on TC. They might be able to get him before anything else. Eclipse gets dropped. TC not dead. Turns on his BKB. Lasso in the meantime up on Illidan, and TC just goes to town with him. That's gonna be Illidan force-staffing himself to the high ground where Korok is getting asked for imprisonment. We already have 2 down. Illidan force-staffs himself into Arsart. He will still go down though. That's a kill for Korok right there. And Arsart running away, the only one that hasn't died yet of the people that were actually there for virtus.pro, will now fall as well. KSI, of course, was split pushing, is now back into the jungle. That's a Roshan for Liquid. They only lost their Nyx Assassin for that. And I actually think virtus.pro, they had a decent initiation there. They were able to get a Hex up on TC, but that Blink Dagger for Korok, they were just not prepared for that.
And they weren't able to finish TC off.
Yeah.
He didn't have the completed heart, he only had the Reaver. That was enough to allow him to have more than enough HP to turn around and start fighting. and with a lasso onto OD, he got the static link onto OD, followed up with a hex perfectly, and his ult and right click just pounded away at Illidan and killed him off.
I mean, this is
Meanwhile, KSI is sitting
yeah.
on the sidelines like, hey guys, I can't really help at all or do anything, so I'm gonna farm.
Can't really defend the base. Leaders.
Meanwhile, Liquid is shoving straight into top lane, and they're just gonna go for racks, and they've definitely got this.
Yeah,
Melee
fortification will
racks
still
at
be
least.
there. They're also gonna go for the ranged racks. I mean, why not, right?
Smart decision making. Clean them both up, lower your enemy's gold income. They might. I could definitely see Liquid doing a fake back right now. If you look at Korik's buyback, that's up in 20 seconds. His bots are up in 30. TC's got the Aegis. Bulba's got a cheese. Liquid's looking really strong right now.
Yeah.
Well, Mike even almost has a 4-staff.
Imagine that. Imagine that. Look at that experience
That is
change,
a
by
good
the
song.
way. Virtus.pro still got a ton of experience from a fight earlier, and then boom, down to 7,500 in favor of Liquid.
I mean, gold has been going in Liquid's favor for a long time.
Yeah, it's going
And
towards 14k. They're gonna go
there's
in here.
big
Nice
back.
double impale. Illidan will be the first target. Tries to get himself out, gets lassoed to get him back inside enemy lines. That is Illidan dead. Crazy running for his life. Not successful. Arsart, same story. Double kill for TC. GG gets called.
Hey, Mike with the plays. He forced the swap before Batrider lassoed, and like, that's the worst position to be in an adventure. Like, if I don't swap you, you're dead. If I swap you, you're also dead. And crazy, or not crazy, Illidan was just screwed completely because IX Mike had a solid initiation there.
And of course, I mean, that was the second matchup of this. For these teams. We're seeing virtus.pro and Liquid later on today. Both will face up against Orange, but first we're gonna be jumping ourselves back to Group A, where we have DK versus LGD China, one of the highlights of today. Well, actually, they're all highlights today, so that's kind of a moot point. But DK versus LGD will be coming up next, so some Chinese Dota to follow up on this Farm Fest slightly. Yeah, so let's see how they do. Of course, these two teams, Liquid and virtus.pro, they end with a 1-for-1 score. But we're gonna see how DK and LGD do. So stick around, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.